Hi everyone, welcome to my 13 Nights of Fright here on my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Racquel. Thank you so much for clicking on. From now until Halloween, I will be uploading little spooky story shorts and little spook things that go with the month of October and Halloween. If you would like to be notified when I do upload my videos, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and that your notification bell is on. Well, we're gonna get into today's video. It's not so much of a spooky story, but more of a discussion on spooky games. So, if you would like to hear what happens with these spooky games, grab a blanket, maybe grab your beverage of choice, light a candle, maybe light some sage, and let's get into today's story. So we've all heard of like the games that you can play, the creepy paranormal games, Bloody Mary. I'm sure a lot of us played when we were younger. Light as a feather, stiff as a board, the Ouija board in particular, which I do not advise playing with. Because when we play these paranormal games, what we are essentially doing is inviting the dead to come hang out with us. And you never know who you're going to invite, whether it is a nice, kind entity or a dark entity. So I just want to put a disclaimer, even though I'm talking about these games and how to play them, 7 of the top most scariest paranormal games, I do advise against playing any of these games. I advise against playing anything that you have to call or summon something to you. So, with that disclaimer out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the first of the 7 most creepiest paranormal games. Now this one, I had to look up how to play it. It's called The Midnight Man. The Midnight Man. To play the game, you'll need the following: a candle, matches, salt, paper, a pen, a wooden door, and lastly, a drop of your own blood. To invite the Midnight Man into your home, write down your name and add a drop of your blood to the piece of paper. Now turn off every light in the house. Now turn off every light in the house and place a lit candle and the paper in front of a wooden door. Knock on the door 22 times with the final knock when the clock chimes 12 a.m. So you have to do this like right before 12 a.m. and you have to knock 22 times, and the last knock should be on the chime of 12 a.m. Open the door and then blow out the candle and close the door again. Relight your candle immediately. With that, the game has started. You have until 3:33 a.m. to avoid the Shadow Man as he hunts for you in the dark. I don't know why anybody would want to play any of this, because Shadow Man, it rings too close to shadow people. And why would you want him to hunt you down? What is the purpose? What do you want him to do? And what are his intentions? Why does he come and do that? Signs he is near include whispering, sounds, drops in temperature, and most importantly, the candle flickering or going out. If it does, you must relight it within 10 seconds and then surround yourself in a salt circle. So if the candle goes out, you basically have to protect yourself by relighting the candle and surrounding yourself in salt. I don't know why anybody would want to play this. Which you must remain in until the game ends at 3:33 a.m. But what happens if he catches you? Well, according to those who have played, he'll either trap you inside a hallucination of your worst fear, or rip out your internal organs one by one. Yeah, that sounds like a game I want to play. Let's sign me up for that. So whatever you do, don't get caught. Actually, it's probably best if you don't play this game at all. You have been warned. Why would anybody want to play this game? If you have played this game, or if you know somebody who has played this game, or if you attempted to play this game, please let me know in the comment section below, because I am very curious as to why anybody would want to play something like this. Okay, so the Three Kings. I'm sure we've heard this. I think there's been a bunch of YouTube videos about this paranormal game, but the Three Kings game comes to us from the always unsettling No Sleep subreddit. In order to participate, you need to set up 2 mirrors that face each other, with a chair placed in the middle. Lastly, you'll need a lit candle. The chair is your throne, making you the king. The mirrors are your queen and your fool, although you may know not which is which. At exactly 3:30 a.m., you are to sit on the chair with the candle lit, facing a mirror. Hold the candle and stare into the darkness. The game has begun. The purpose of this game is to transport your consciousness to another dimension. You can do that by meditating. You don't need to do a paranormal game. I am against paranormal games, if you can see this, because lots of freaky stuff can happen. So many players have reported having conversations with themselves in an honest, introspective manner. So it's basically like meditation, but why are you calling a queen and why are you calling a fool? All right, so many players have reported having conversations with themselves in the honest and introspective manner. They gain the ability to look at their past, present, and present through a new set of eyes. Others have claimed that this is a ritual that will induce a lucid dream. Either way, if you're interested in staying up all night meditating, this may be the game for you. Just remember, whatever secrets you may learn will stay with you long after the game has ended, be they good or bad. I don't know why anybody would do that. Why wouldn't you just meditate? It doesn't sound as creepy as the Midnight Man. Three Kings. All right, the closet game. I think, who did this? Was it Logan Paul or Shane Dawson? One of them did it. The closet game. The closet game's sole purpose is to summon a demon into your home. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Let's just go ahead and summon a demon into my home. To play, stand in your closet with an unlit match and use the phrase, "Show me the light," or "Leave me in darkness." At this point, you should hear a faint whisper. As soon as you hear it, light the match you have in your hand. This is important because if you fail to light your match in the time it is said, the demon will pull you into a pit of eternal darkness. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and play that, shall we? Congratulations. Now your closet is haunted by a demon. That's exactly what's going to happen if you do that, because you're calling on forces that you don't know where they're coming from. In this one particularly, you're calling a demon. It is recommended that from now on you never look inside your closet without a light. It's also rumored that if by chance you leave your closet door open at night, you'll see the demon watching you from inside with the red eyes that glow like matches. I don't know why people like to play these games. Okay, so the fourth paranormal game is One Man Hide and Seek. One Man Hide and Seek is based on an old ritual that is said to summon the dead. The folklore that surrounds this game involves restless wandering spirits, which are said to endlessly search for bodies to possess. I just don't understand how people want to play these games. You are to summon such a spirit by offering a doll instead of a human. So essentially you're using the doll for the spirit to possess rather than a human. All right. First, take a doll and Empty the stuffing out of it. Fill it with rice along with a piece of your fingernail or hair and sew it close again with a red thread. Put the doll in a tub filled with water. Then turn off all the lights. Fill your mouth with salt water and go back to the tub where the doll should have disappeared. Okay. Begin searching. So do you spit the salt water out or do you drink it? I'm very confused about this. Begin searching your house, remembering to keep the lights off. This game must take place in the dark. One man hide and seek can only end once you have found the doll. Okay, so you're supposed to put the doll in the water and then you go and put salt in your mouth, and then you come back and then the doll's gone, and then you have to spend the rest of the night looking for this doll. Begin searching your house, remembering to keep all the lights off. This game must take place in the dark. One man hide and seek can only end once you have found the doll. Pour the salt into your mouth on it. Okay, so you're supposed to keep the salt water in your mouth while you're looking for this doll. And once you find the doll, you're supposed to spit the salt water out onto the doll. Wait until dry, then burn and discard the remains to complete the ritual. So then you're supposed to burn the doll afterward. Of course, it's probably easier just to play this with a friend, but if you are really craving some seriously spooky hide and seek, then this should do just fine. Now, one thing with this is, like I said, when you're summoning things, you have no idea what you're summoning. And this is something that, like, Child's Play is, like, made off of. I don't know if this game is real. So if any of you out there have played this game, please let me know. I'm kind of curious about it. I would never play it because I do not believe in summoning things. But Dry Bones is... So the fifth one is called Dry Bones. If hide and seek with the doll seems too soft for you, then you might be interested in this game. Dry Bones is a hide and seek against a demon. Again, with the demon. Who wants to mess with demons? You should not mess with demons, people. Is that... Oh, okay. And the stakes are much higher if you lose the game. First, make sure you have a candle and a match. At 12:01 a.m., go into your bathroom and stare at your mirror. Lighting the candle with your match, let the match burn out on its own. Then say the words, "I am aware of your presence and I welcome you into my home. Come now." You should never, ever, I don't think, I should actually do a serious video about, inviting things into your home. You should never invite a demon into your home, because once you invite them into your home, you open the door for them to cause havoc and chaos within your life. It's always a bad idea to do that. Common sense, people. Common sense. What happens next? You run as fast as you can and hide. To survive the game, you must remain hidden. To end the game, wait until 3 a.m., then go to the largest room in your home. Say the following: "Thank you for playing, but you must leave now. You are no longer welcome." That doesn't always work, and I will tell you why. Because you have to be you have to have big conviction when you say it. You have to mean what you say. And just by simply telling a demon to leave, they won't leave. Sometimes you need to seek extra help and extra guidance for that. So, I don't know, play at your own risk, I guess. At this point, you should hear a groaning sound, which means the demon has consented. Legend says if you survive, you will be rewarded with the prize of your choosing. So I guess that's why people play it. If you lose a fate more terrible than we can describe here. So whatever you do, don't lose. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a very good game. And just so that you guys know, I would like to thank Occult Museum, because I am reading one of their articles to you right here. This is where I got this from, because I was reading an article. All right, so 6, elevator to another world. I think we've all heard of this one, because if you have heard of that story of that girl that was seen on footage doing some weird stuff in the elevator, and then all of a sudden her body, like a couple of weeks later, was found in the hotel's water tower. A lot of people think that she was playing this game, and this is what happened to her. So the belief of the supernatural importance of elevators has its origins in Korea, where it is said you can travel to another world, possibly to a parallel universe, using specific combination on an elevator. So you have to do it in a specific order. You have to be in a building that has at least 10 floors, and you have to be alone in the elevator. Press the buttons 4, 2, 6, 2, 40, and 5. Well, if it has 10 floors, why would they have 40 on there? So something right here. Maybe that's a typo. I think that's a typo. So it's 4, 6, 2, 4, then 5. I think that's a typo. In that order, and begin your ascent. On the 5th floor, a woman will enter the elevator with you. Make sure you don't look at her. Make sure you don't look straight at her or talk to her. Just like any elevator ride, okay? After she enters, press the first floor button. So when she gets in, you press the first floor button. The elevator will then ignore your command, taking you to the 10th floor instead. So it should, if you press 1, it should take you to the 10th floor. Once you reach the 10th floor, exit the elevator into another world. If the woman asks, "Where are you going?" don't answer her. To exit the world, get on the elevator and use the same combination. So to leave the world, supposedly, you get back on the elevator and you enter the same combination. 4, 2, 6, 2, 4, 5. And of course, what would the creepy paranormal games video be without an OG? So we got an OG paranormal game on here, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is one of the most famous paranormal games in existence. We've all heard the urban legend based upon the bloody reign of Mary Tudor, or alternatively Mary Worth, the child murderer. The objective is to summon her spirit, much like the closet game. This game should probably only be tried if you plan on moving out shortly after. Probably, I would have to say. To summon Bloody Mary, stand in a dark room in front of a mirror with a lit candle. Say her name 3 times. Mary should appear behind you covered in blood. Since her spirit is thought to be malicious, encounters are said to be violent and possibly deadly. If you fancy... Okay. So, yeah. I mean, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. I think we've all played Bloody Mary, but I heard that you had to specifically do it in the bathroom. That's what I heard. And that's how we always played it. We always did it in the bathroom. And one of our friends did get scratch marks after playing it. We woke up with scratch marks on our bodies. So, like I said, any of these games, you are really risking your soul and your sanity playing these games, because in essence, you are asking something of a dark nature to come into your home or to come into the being of somebody, and that never ends well. This is how possessions happen. This is how creepy houses get started. This is how the other world, when you open that door to the other world, you never know what's going to come through. It's always so important to protect yourself, and I can't say enough, don't play these games. don't play these games at all. I know I did a video on it, but my advice would be not to even attempt them. If you have played any of these games and something has happened to you, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm very, very curious to hear why you played the game and what happened. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until tomorrow's upload, please be kind to yourselves and one another. Bye!